Get ready for the meet because it's happening. Because Arsenal and Liverpool have well and truly fallen off a cliff. Don't laugh.
Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 1. Leon Bailey has just sent the away fans into raptures.
Whatever the weather, these streets are our own.
What's happened? Oh, that's what. Blimey. And one last one, just so we can hear it. Hold on. Arsenal season.
Honestly.
What have I been saying to you all season about Arsenal?
Don't worry.
Oh, we're going to win the treble.
No, I never said the treble.
What a big week it is for your mob now.
Massive, huge. The game of the week, first and foremost, fair play to Aston Villa.
Shut up.
Listen, spent a bit of time there. Great club, loved it until someone came in, but I loved it. So it doesn't soften the blow, but fair play to Villa. I like to see them.
Forget all that.
I like to see them doing well.
Forget all that. Another season
Next
where you
subject,
win
please.
nothing. Another season. Yep.
Alex, you're right then,
And
mate.
Alex, when we go into the break, with that one. Another season where you get nothing. You're not going to win the league, are you?
Still in the Champions League.
You're not going to win the league.
Still in the Champions League.
And then what happens when you get beat on Wednesday?
We'll beat Bayern, beat Man City, and then beat whoever's in the final.
Yeah, and then smash your head on the radiator when you wake up from that dream. Is it over, Premier League?
Listen, it's not over, but now that Manchester City have got the little cushion in front, that was always the worst thing. If you can hold Manchester City off, I think you've got a great chance. But the fact that now they've got their noses in front, and honestly, I was sitting there, and when Liverpool got beat by Palace, I went, and after the amount of shots they had, two things went through my head. First thing I thought, oh my goodness, what an opportunity this is for Arsenal if they can get the job done against Villa. But then I thought, you have them random weird days. So we had the one where who beat Liverpool 7, Villa?
Yeah.
And then Spurs beat you 6,
That's
right? You have weird days. I thought, I wonder if we're not going to get one of those where Liverpool have hit everything, can't score. And Arsenal,
by the way, how not unlucky, but I've never ever seen a game of football where every time someone had a shot at an open goal, all of a sudden there was a body in the way.
There was a body in the way. So I thought, I hope this doesn't happen to Arsenal. And the way the game started, and it was going on, I was thinking, this might be one of them days, but I'll take a point. I don't want a point, but just don't get beat. But again, Unai Emery at half-time, making a few tweaks, second half, they were outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And Arsenal now have it's a mountain to climb because now Manchester City are in top, but
I was talking to a friend of mine at the weekend and I was obviously giving it to him, both barrels, because he gives it to me when my team are poor, which is most weeks at the moment. Yeah, but I'm sort of over that now.
Season.
I'm sort of, when we draw against Bournemouth, I'm like, it's not a bad result. I thought we'd lose, right? That's how bad because we're awful at the moment, right?
Do you know what as well about Man United?
No, we'll talk Man United later.
No,
don't get out of it.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Right.
But a nil FaceTiming me. The game hadn't even finished yet.
Oh, so Neil works at the office. He's a Man United fan.
FaceTime, my phone's ringing off.
Yeah.
I saw his auntie in the school run this morning. She's giving it to me as well. I'm dropping my kids off. Can I just drop my kids off in peace?
No, you can't. Not when your team gets beat.
She's giving
it to me. Your club now, Arsenal. You got Wolves. These are in no particular order. Wolves. You've got Chelsea. You've got Bournemouth. You've got Spurs. You've got us. You've got Man United. You've got Everton. It's a horrible run in at the best of times. Mm-hmm. Even if you were top of the league by 2 points, with that run in, I still actually wouldn't fancy you to get maximum points out of those 6 games.
I still think, there's a cushion there, give you a bit of confidence. But the fact that Manchester City are now top, and I get it, there's still loads to play for, so I'm not going to say it's over. But when you look at Arsenal get Wolves away all of a sudden, depending on what happens against Bayern, that Wolves away game, you're like, oof, okay, that's not... We've seen them get big results.
That's a tough game.
Then Chelsea, we've seen Chelsea do quite well against teams like at the top end of the table.
They raise their game.
Tough. The North London derby is going to be difficult.
See, that could be the one Spurs fans could be thinking will end your chances of becoming Premier League champions by beating you in our own backyard.
That's difficult. But then even Bournemouth at home, expected to win, but then go out to Old Trafford. Again, it's like... But do you look at the run-ins? I definitely believe Arsenal have got the harder run-in.
I agree.
Compared to the others.
I think Man City got the easiest.
But now it's almost simple now for Arsenal. They have to win every game.
Yeah, well, I don't think that will happen.
No, I'm not saying it will happen, but that's what the mentality they've got around.
Are you? So as I was saying, I was speaking to a mate of mine over the weekend, Dan, who's a massive Arsenal fan, and all season's been giving it to me. We can
still give it to you.
Yeah, no, of course. But so I texted him at final weeks going, "You're a bit quiet," and he bit.
Yeah, I'd bite as well.
Right, and I was like, "Keep replying because you'll lose. I'm going to need a bigger boat."
Yeah.
Because the fact remains, you've spent copious amounts of money. A lot is expected. You can't finish the season without a trophy.
Well, we can, and it might happen, but at the end of the day, Arsenal now they're still in the Champions League, so they've still got a great opportunity. It is effectively 0-0. I know it's the Allianz, it's going to be difficult.
You're right.
Got a chance, but again, going through Bayern, going through City or Real Madrid, it's going to be City, isn't it? Because they've got the home leg, and it's 0-0 for them as well.
Yeah.
City, the easiest game in that run could be the final.
Yeah, but you got to get there.
That's my point. But getting there could be the
Let me
easiest.
ask you this: hand on heart, because we're going to take calls. The question is the league over? We're not spoken about
Hand on
Liverpool.
heart, I don't think it's over. Hand on heart, I don't think it's over.
For Arsenal?
For Arsenal. I still think there'll be a few bumps here and there.
Do you?
Yeah.
City's running, right? So everyone's got 6 games.
Yeah. Brighton away, tricky. Kind of.
Forest, Wolves.
Hey, Forest away.
Fulham.
I've seen them raise
West
their
Ham,
game.
Spurs. I know, but come on. They've got the easiest run.
Tottenham causing problems all the time.
Yeah. Tell yourself, because there's no point telling me. I know the league's over. You don't think it's over?
No, not yet.
Is it just between you and City or Liverpool in it still?
Liverpool in it is what the fuck.
Okay.
That won't happen again. Remember when Arsenal had them 2 games?
Coming, that has.
Do you remember when Arsenal had them 2 games against Fulham and West Ham where they absolutely blasted everything and just wouldn't go in? You watch whoever Liverpool play next, and they're going to need it, by the way, in that next European game because they're 3-0 down. They will destroy somebody.
Okay.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.